What's up guys, Josh D here. This is my first in a series that I'm starting called Honest Reviews. Today we're doing the honest review of the Backbone 1. Now if you've never seen one of these before, what it allows you to do is take one of these and turn them into one of these. And with the use of their app, you can play many different games on the go on your iPhone. Let's take a look. Now the Backbone 1 is very simple to use. All you gotta do is slide it open, slide your phone right into this integrated lightning port, it closes on your phone and you're all connected. And with their Backbone app, it's extremely easy to begin playing your games. The first time you connect your Backbone, it's actually gonna prompt you on your iPhone to install the Backbone app. Once the app is installed, it's gonna prompt you to create an account using either your Google account or your Apple ID account that's linked to your iPhone. Once you've done this, it's gonna prompt you on which your preferred playing style is and allow you to adapt the control style to your preferred playing style. Once you've done that, it's going to take you on a small tutorial on how to use all these buttons, including these 4 buttons at the bottom, which you may not know what they're for. And if you bought your Backbone from Backbone themselves, after that, you'll be able to redeem your 3 free months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and then it will prompt you to download the Xbox Remote Play app. Once the tutorial is done, you can browse their full library of games, which is not exclusive to Xbox Game Pass. You can also look at stuff from the App Store, Apple Arcade, and Google Stadia. So there are many different libraries that you can choose from when playing your games. And once all your games are downloaded, you'll be able to choose them from this home menu here. Alright, now let's actually get into the review. Let's start with just a general overview. So the Backbone itself is actually extremely small, which I like. It's very portable. I have a 12 Pro Max, which is probably the biggest phone Apple makes. And if I take my case off, it fits in there just fine, but we'll get into that in a minute. It's very easy to toss this in a bag, put it in a backpack. You can forget about this because it's extremely light. And this motor right here is extremely strong. That's not breaking anytime soon. Now another thing I really like about this is how the buttons feel. Now not only the thumbsticks and the actual buttons here, but these buttons down here. Now you're probably wondering what these are for. Now like I said earlier, they'll be went over in the tutorial, but in case you guys are curious, this is the menu button, this is the share button, this is the Backbone button, and this is the game option button. Like inside of a game, this is the options button. But I really like the way all the buttons feel on here. It's extremely nice to use. And when you're playing in your phone, it's obviously a little extended, but it's not unnatural. Take the Nintendo Switch for example. When the Joy-Cons first came out, this was their solution to putting them together, and nobody liked using this. But with the Backbone's integration of this, I really like the way it works because the controllers kind of conform to your hands similarly to that of an Xbox controller. And when you're playing with your phone in there, it's actually rather natural to hold, even if they are spread out quite a bit, because the Nintendo Switch put them very close together and it did not feel good. This is more like using something like this, and it's very natural feeling. The control layout of this is that of this, because I think Microsoft was either partnered with this or collaborated with them on this in the making of this. Another thing I like about it is the price. It's only $99, and if you use Honey on your computer, it's very likely that you'll be able to find a discount on it. And once again, if you order it straight from Backbone, you also get 3 free months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. If you don't already have it, this is something very useful that I think every single person that owns an Xbox or PC should have, because it gives you access to a bunch of games, all for a monthly subscription of about $15 a month, which is very, very worth it if you play a lot of games. I used to not play a lot of games. I'm trying to get back into it, but I have Game Pass Ultimate and it is great. So this comes with 3 months of it. If it doesn't get you into it, I don't know what else could. Alright, now let's get on to the negatives, and I really don't have that many, but being as this is an honest review, I gotta tell you what the positives are as well as the negatives. So the negatives, I mentioned this earlier, but with my iPhone 12 Pro Max, check this out. When I put it in, because of my case, it doesn't quite connect all the way. And I don't know if you can see it, I'll throw a close-up in the video obviously, but the lightning port just doesn't quite line up. And I mean, my case is very thin, as you can see, so it's it's just kind of tough, you know? Now, the case wasn't a huge deal, but the next big gripe I have about this is with the Xbox Cloud Gaming app. Now, this is something that you have to preload through Safari. Same with Google Stadia. You have to load both of these apps through Safari. And so when you're using the app, when you're using the controller with the apps actually inside Safari, it's fine. There's no problems other than you have the little top thing, but that's a Safari thing. That's not a Backbone thing. Now, when you use the add to home screen feature to get rid of that part, this is always intermittent for me. So half the time what happens is I found that when you open the app, it will not detect the controller, or it will detect the controller, but it won't detect any inputs. And there is no consistency. So like if it doesn't work, then I tried restarting my phone one time and it still didn't work. It's honestly just hit or miss on what works and what doesn't. I will say this, the Xbox Remote Play, like the actual Xbox app, as well as any other native iPhone apps, I have no problems with. But when you have to use the apps through Safari, that's when I have a problem with this because it's hit or miss. Now the last couple times I actually used this, it's worked pretty well. But just be aware that sometimes it will disconnect and there is no for sure way to put it back. That's really it for my negatives. All in all, this is a really great device, and if you have an iPhone, even like an older iPhone, like an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 8, it's a really good device to use because it doesn't use any power. You don't have to charge it. An extra feature that I didn't talk about, I only didn't talk about it because I don't use it and I haven't gotten to work, but there is a lightning connector on the bottom, and supposedly what you're supposed to be able to do, and you can enable this or disable it in the Backbone app on your phone, is if you plug a lightning connector here into your PC, it's supposed to emulate an Xbox One controller. Now I haven't had this work yet, which is why I didn't talk about it, but I didn't include it in the negatives because I personally wouldn't use this as a replacement controller on a PC anyways. I'd use something like this. So I didn't include it in the negatives because it's not negative to me, but you just be aware that that feature exists where you can plug it in here and use it on your PC, supposedly. Again, I haven't gotten it to work, but supposedly you're supposed to be able to do that. But anyway, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Backbone 1. Link to buy it will be in the description in case you're interested. Again, only $99 and cheaper if you have Honey on your PC. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a like. Please share this video because currently we have 0 subscribers on this channel, which is not good. So make sure y'all share this video around. If you're interested in looking at getting one of these, I hope this video helped you make a decision. If it did, leave a comment, let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a great day and stay safe.